Hi, I'm back again. This is gonna be like the part 2 of the videos, the video vinyl update videos for this time. And if you saw the last one I did, I just posted it recently. This is gonna be like part 2. Maybe you heard that the music playing in the background was, of course, and you saw it in the background because I had it like up on the behind me there, was of course the 1985 Pentagram album Relentless. And this is a reissue, as you can see, from this Peaceville, released by Peaceville Gatefold. And this is just a absolute flawless album, in my opinion. I love like I love this one. I love the like 70s stuff as well. I haven't gotten hold of the 70s collection. I guess it's pretty hard to find actually these days. I didn't get it. Oh, here comes my cat as well. Get down. That's my cat, by the way. His name's Virus. And yeah, I don't know what to say about this one. It's classic. It comes with a poster of the band as well, looking real badass. And of course, I don't know if you've seen the documentary about Bobby and his struggles to like come back to reality, so to speak. He's been struggling with hard drugs for like most part of his life. So it's a great documentary. Yeah, check it out. Amazing album. Next up, I have this one. This is a real special, real gem here. This is Reveal, the Swedish band Reveal from Uppsala, and this is their only album, I think, from 2011, Nocturne of Eyes and Teeth. This is I'm not that much into, as you probably have noticed, I'm not that much into black metal, but this is really black metal that I enjoy. Kind of got that like first wave black metal vibe, as well as some more modern, like kind of slightly atmospheric vibe to it, mostly in the production, like that. This is the limited, like a gold version. I don't know if you can see it in the light there. It also, the best thing about it is that it comes with one of the best looking patches I've ever seen. That's the patch there. It's a beautiful, like with the gold, like golden, weaved golden and red. So I'm thinking about putting it on my jacket, but I don't know. I'm saving it for now. I'm thinking about it. So that's that one. Next one. This is I'm so glad I found this, a real gem, Unleashed, Where No Life Dwells, and the classic 1991 album debut of Unleashed. And I still think that to this day that this is their best album. Really forceful, pounding, heavy Swedish death metal. I would say this is one of the absolute best Swedish death metal albums of all time. To me, it is. So many great songs. Of course, Before the Creation of Time, most people know because of the video and stuff, and it's also one of my absolute favorites. It's got that really hard drive to it. An amazing album. This is an original copy from Century Media that I got this summer. Next up, actually, we have Creator. Endless Pain, an album I wanted for so many years and I never got until now. I only had actually what's it called, Extreme Aggression, by Creative before I got this one now. So, and this is by far my most favorite Creator album. Got that raw, great production as well. Yeah, not much more to say about this. I mean, you all know this album, so there's nothing more to add actually. Next up we have two, I'm gonna show you both of these at the same time. Two reissues of super classic albums. Yet again, albums that I've been looking for many years that I just haven't like gotten around to getting, or I don't buy that much online. I usually go to record stores and look for records, so that's why it can take quite some time before I get the stuff that I really want. And both of these are reissues. This is from High Roller Records reissue, and this is from War on Music, and they're classics. Really, not much more to say that hasn't been said. Comes of course with I really love Dark Angel's covers. They're beautiful, very unique in a way because they're not drawn. It's like a scene from a horror film or something like that. But yeah, this is my, I mean, U.S. all-time U.S. favorite thrash metal album. I must say, one of them. It's up there with like Bonded by Blood and classics like that. And Sacrifices, I mean, an amazing band. I mean, Canadian metal and Canadian thrash overall. I'm a huge fan of Canadian metal, and this is one of the best, absolutely. I have the Soldiers of what's it called, Soldiers of Fortune album as well, but they're pretty different. They're completely, you can tell that this is like this is like the mid 80s, like the real raw mid 80s thrash, like with almost like some hints of death metal, black metal. The lyrical themes are very satanic and stuff like that. But their albums later on have quite a different sound to them. Yeah. Next up we have Ice Cross. Now we're getting into the 70s here, and this album, if you haven't heard Ice Cross, if you haven't heard this album, I suggest you go directly onto YouTube or something like that and search for some of their songs, because this is truly an amazing, unique album. And it's Ice Cross were an Icelandic band from Iceland, and this is from 1973. Unfortunately, it's their only released one album, and they went to Denmark to record this, and it's got a real, just like the cover. I love this cover artwork. It's beautiful, and the logo and everything is so perfect about it, and it really reflects, it like illustrates the music pretty well. It's like real eerie. It's got an eerie feel to it, really weird, and they got really weird like arrangements in the songs and weird like chords and stuff like that. So it's really cool. We got so many great songs. Jesus Freaks and Nightmare, and yeah, amazing. Only the first track on is so funny, because the opening track of the whole record is my only. I don't care for that song that much. It's more like a very more blues oriented. I mean, the other songs are way more like heavy and almost like got a rough, like a punk vibe to it as well, like a punkish 70s metal feel to it. So check it out. This is a reissue, by the way. The original is like super fucking expensive. So yeah, this is a reissue by Vintage. And let's see. Next up we have this beast of an album, Flower Traveling Band, Satori, and it's a gatefold. You can see here. Check it out. The Japanese band Flower Traveling Band, and just this is a killer, amazing album. It's got like it's almost like doom. It's pretty. You can feel that it's. There were probably a lot influenced by Black Sabbath, but they take on they get inspired. They got inspired, and then they like just owned it. Like the heaviness. It's like a eerie doom, very weird, very. You can feel almost like the Japanese tradition of like the kabuki theater tradition in the way I think the singer's called Joe, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Just and yeah, Joe, and the way he sings like some kind of a possessed demon, some kind of mythological creature. It's like really full of like emotion, agony, and darkness in his voice. So you have to check this one out. I think, unfortunately, I think this actually is a bootleg. Phoenix Records. I don't know. I've heard that this is a bootleg, and I'm not a fan of bootlegging, but still, what can you do? I'm poor, so I just stumbled upon this one, and I've been looking for it. I wanted it for so long, so I got it. Let's see. Next up is actually, I think, a bootleg as well. The classic Witchcraft album by Coven, and Destroys Minds and Reaps Souls. I guess Witchcraft Destroys Minds and Reaps Souls is the full title. And this is a beautiful gatefold as well, a reissue, and as I said, a bootleg. I think it's a bootleg. I don't think it's official, actually, official re-release. Yeah, this album is to me is an amazing, really ahead of their time. You can tell how a lot of bands were influenced by this album, and actually, it's funny because Black Sabbath always claimed that they got their name from this. You can see on my shirt here. It's Mario Bava, the Italian director's. It's a horror movie from the 60s called Black Sabbath, and they always claimed that they got their name from that movie, but I don't know. The first track on this album is called Black Sabbath as well, so I don't really know. And there's actually one of the members of this band is called Osborne. Yeah, O.Z. Osborne. So I don't know. Is that a coincidence? I don't know. I know that like Ozzy is. I think his last name is Osborne for real, but I mean it's such a coincidence, like Black Sabbath and Osborne. I don't know, but this is a really like a satanic classic. It's a full out, this like folk rock kind of vibe to it with female vocals. Jinx is the vocalist, amazing vocalist, and it's really dark and eerie, and it was said that there were really like actual members of the Church of Satan and stuff like that. And it's from, I think it's from 1969 originally, or 70. And it's Akarma Records who have released it, but I haven't heard that it's a bootleg as well. Let's see. Oh yeah, this one. There's an amazing album. Clearlight. This This is a reissue as well, a Sunday's reissue of the classic album from 1964, self-titled album. Clearlight was like a West Coast band. See, you got the band there, and these guys are very special to me because among other things, they got one track on this one that's called Street Singer, which to me is like the first ever doom song or doom metal song. It's one of the most dark and depressing songs of the 60s I've ever heard. So I really recommend this one, and they have some other great tracks like Night Sounds Loud and Black Roses, and yeah, it's an amazing album, and I was so glad I found this reissue. So check this one out. Well, this is the end of part 2. I got even more stuff here, so I'm gonna do like a part 3. I don't know when I got some more time to do it. Hope you enjoyed this one. Stay tuned and subscribe if you like it. And yeah, I don't know. And don't get your hopes up. It may take like another year before I make the 3rd video after this, but I'll be better, I promise. Thanks for watching.